Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all my patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of The Leftovers. This show, guys, has me thrown for a bit of a loop because I am fully invested and I still feel like I'm wrapping my head around what the story is. I still don't know where we're going. There's certainly some characters that have clear, linear storylines ahead of them. And obviously there's going to be twists and turns, but at least I know what they're trying to do right now. But for the bulk of our characters, mostly those living in Mapleton, it really feels like everyone's just trying to hang on. Everyone's just trying to ignore the problems of the world or deal with the problems of the world or wish the world back the way it was prior to this catastrophic event. But there's no clear way forward. It just feels like we are watching the slow descent of civilization. And it's fascinating because it makes it, in a lot of ways, a somewhat passive show, which isn't typically a good idea, a good recipe for success. And yet, the characters, man, the characters are so freaking fascinating. One of the things that I'm really, really loving about what we're doing so far is, we have our central family, the Garveys. But once in a while we get an episode that is centered entirely on another character. And we learn a ton about that character. Episode 3 was Matt. Episode 6 was Nora. And those might be my favorite episodes so far, when we step away from the Garveys for a moment and we just spend a ton of time with somebody in unusual circumstances, even for this world. And the characters are rich and how to put this without coming out sounding the wrong way. They're not clearly defined, but only in the sense that, like all of us, we don't operate with the black and whiteness of an operating system, a computer code. We sometimes act in one way and sometimes act in another, depending on the minutia of a situation, or even just depending on our mood at the time. We're not predictable creatures. We're human. And these characters are so interestingly developed and well portrayed and so smartly written that you genuinely don't know how they're going to react in any situation. And that makes them just feel so much realer. Characters are, for drama, for television, for movies, for books, characters are often simplified. They become a delivery system for the author's message, and so they're clarified and simplified, and they stand for something. They exemplify something that the author wants to talk about. But I love the complexity of these characters. It feels like Lindelof and Parada want not to use the characters to get a specific message across, but just to illustrate how messed up being human can be. So I don't know whether we're going into another episode like those ones I mentioned, where we're spending a ton of time with a singular character, or whether we're sort of catching up to our various plots, or whether it's going to be something else entirely. I like that the show's keeping me on my toes right now, and I'm excited to jump into this episode. So let's stop talking. Let's do that. This is episode 7, and it's called Solace for Tired Feet. Oh, Gladys. Ooh. Who put those up? Is that Matt's doing? Feels like Matt's doing. They're everywhere. Oh. Daughter.
Fuck her. Come on.
Oh, she put down her smokes.
I'm out. Really, Scotty? It's been 27 minutes. That's nothing. He returns unto us, unmolested by the great darkness.
I can break the record.
You need to do the invocation before you even attempt the crossing.
It's stupid.
Invo-fucking-cation, Garvey.
On October 14th, 2011, Paul Glowski was forced inside this conveyance against his will in a childish prank and was never seen or heard from again. Now I honor the mystery of his loss by repeating his suffering and embracing the great darkness.
Oh, wow.
Amen.
So on the moment of he was being tortured by his classmates.
You on the other side, Garvey.
How long do you think you could handle being stuck inside a refrigerator? I'd like to think I could zen myself out and last an hour, but...
You want to come over?
You sure?
First 4 dates I was on the fence, but I'm over it now.
Alright, so they're putting in some time.
So you told her about us?
Sure.
Did ya?
Hey, honey. About to go have sex with Nora for the first time. Wish me luck. And winky faces.
Oh. Look at them actually smiling.
21 seconds and you got the record, Garvey.
21.
19, 18.
Get me out of here!
Oh shit. You knew it was gonna happen.
Get me out of here! Garvey, it's okay.
Chill, Jill, chill, chill. Conserve your air. Oh. Grandpa?
Don't tell your dad you saw me.
Isn't he supposed to be... Yeah, he's like escaped from the mental institution.
Who is that? My grandpa.
Okay. Gary, Indiana. They've gotten north. Squatting?
Christine, come on, we need to eat something.
She's sick. And
Burning up.
super pregnant.
Baby, it's...
Nothing can hurt the baby. He's the one.
Nothing can hurt the baby. He's the one. Is Wayne still in New York? Is Wayne calling? Where's Wayne?
Wayne?
Tom,
Wayne's
Are you
crazy.
okay? The money that I gave you, how much is left?
About 6,000.
You need to take that money, you need to take half of it. That's 3. And you need to put it in an envelope under the mailbox on Harper and 15th. It's across from the chicken place.
Where? In what town? Is that still in New York?
And then what?
Don't ask me then what.
Wayne has no more money?
I'm sorry.
Just do what I told you to do, get the fucking money, yeah?
Not exactly an inspiring cult leader anymore. Where is he exactly? Like, didn't even say what town to be in.
This is Patty's fucking idea? This house is off fucking limits.
Nora.
You want to come inside?
That was fucking fantastic.
First time they've been out there in a couple of months. Though I'm pretty sure they broke in and stole some of my family photos.
Yeah, no, they broke in a whole bunch of houses, basically anyone.
Lost someone? I mean, that's how they recruit people? Oh no, my family photos are gone. I better stop talking and start chain smoking. Oh shit. Your wife.
Feel like sex now?
I don't know how to talk to you yet.
I don't know how to talk to you either.
Yeah.
Want to try again tomorrow night?
Absolutely.
What did Grandpa do? Did he hurt anyone?
Do I have to tell you that I saw him? No.
Chief.
Yeah, of course.
Is he in there?
One of the first ones to check.
My father, is he in there with you?
I could ignore the crazy. Even he could ignore it for a while, but
She
just
dumped him?
wouldn't shut the fuck up. He's not coming to me, Kevin. He's coming to you.
In your own home. Gun, walkie. How do you know he's not in your home? Have you done a sweep? It's his old home. That frame makes me think he's going to show up in the background. Oh, that frame definitely makes me think it. What did he just pick up? Like, I recognize a gun and a walkie. I don't know what he just picked up. Is it a taser?
Come on, Chief. I got one trapped.
In the mailbox? What?
Dad.
Tommy.
What? He's dreaming. Definitely dreaming. Creatures stuck in metal boxes. Started with Jill, now there's a dog and a mailbox. What is up with this dream? They're not our dogs anymore. This guy's dreams, man. And now it goes dead quiet. I don't like that. Wow! Jeez. What happened to his hand? When did that happen? How'd he get up? What happened? He got bit. Jesus. What?
Why is there a dog tied up in our yard? Your dad brought him home last night. I can't believe you didn't wake up. How's your hand? Did you put Neosporin on it like I told you?
Yeah.
He doesn't remember any of that. I don't remember any of that. None of that happened.
Thanks.
That does not look like a rehabable dog. Rehabilitable?
Over to talk to him.
The library
He
again.
always liked me.
Oh, Grandpa. Oh, man.
Estaba usando la computadora.
Oh.
Dijo que lo necesitaba para algo. Para su hijo.
He's not coming. He's coming for you, Kevin. Man. His faith. His faith in Wayne blows my mind. I get that you feel protective for Christine, but like, how did Wayne even know where they were if they haven't spoken to each other in 2 months? Or have they just been camped out in Gary, Indiana for 2 whole months? And now what? Just waiting to see.
Hey, honey.
Grandpa's kind of jacked.
You hungry?
In kind of an Iggy Pop kind of way. It's a vicious looking dog.
Try not to get trapped in there.
Your voices. Can you hear them right now?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
That you look like Snow White. Could I borrow $200? Do you have any tranquilizers?
What a random second question.
For that dog out there who tried to eat my balls.
Dad takes tranquilizers?
You got meat?
Why are you drugging the dog?
She's just trying to help.
Oh, he's trying to get at the cash under the grill. I just realized that, under the Weber.
Jill!
When did you call him?
Before I let you in.
Smart girl.
Good girl.
This is messed up. Kevin's life sucks. Is that what you needed the 200 for? What's that about? How does he not remember getting the dog?
That shit fucks with your head.
Thanks for the advice.
You used to take my advice.
Fuck out of my way. Get out of my way.
What are their signs? The signs to say dead? They spray painted dead on them? Is that what I'm seeing? Did he just bowl over Patty? Yeah. Don't save us. Where'd Dad go? Man. Don't save them. We don't want saving. Now we let it happen. Kevin's trying to save the entire town. And maybe he just needs to give up. Who's this guy? And how is Wayne and Gary? He wasn't in a motel room. He was like... yeah, I don't know. In like a maintenance hallway or something.
I'm here to see Wayne.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, he's another protector.
How does he know about Wayne?
Because I have one too. One of what?
Of her. How did they both end up in Gary? It's so it wasn't for Wayne, it was for another potential the one.
Where's Jill?
She went out.
Is she gonna try and seduce him?
You don't remember, do you?
What happened?
Of course I remember.
Then what did you say to me when I bandaged up your hand?
Is Perfect Strangers just going to be a recurring motif? Okay. We're dumping all our pills. We're taking Dad's advice. It's a mangy looking dog. He doesn't know about the cash, I don't think. Oh, but he's going to find out. It's emptied out. Matt put all the money back. So can we assume... oh no. Yeah, makes more sense. Grandpa was trying to get it out, but the dog was in the way. So what exactly did the judge do to Matt?
He's almost ready to see you, but we need to get something first.
No.
What is the thing? What's the $200 thing?
Matt. Motherfucker.
That was her phone. That was her phone. Great, you got a cokehead protector.
Wayne met up with us at this fucking rest stop. Gave us some cash, a phone. Looked at me and then said, this girl.
She's everything, yes?
Motherfucker.
Is she pregnant? And the baby's Wayne's?
Yeah, these girls think they're
How many
special.
others do you think he's got?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, crisis of faith.
He's gotta have a plan.
There's no fucking plan, dude.
Whoa! Holy shit!
He promised me. He's the one. He's the only one. He's the bridge.
They're all having the crisis of faith. How did they both end up in Gary? That's what blows my mind. It seems like way too coincidental. No, father and son both have injured hands now.
I wanted to keep you out of this. I tried to change their minds, but they wouldn't stop.
The voices?
May 1972.
Nat Geo? Okay.
They were very specific.
May 72. Why?
You need to accept it.
Dad, what does that even mean?
It's a gift.
What I hear
is real.
What they say. It is the goddamn truth. We're in the fucking game now. You understand? This is your invitation.
Secrets of the universe kind of
this
stuff.
This is your purpose. This is what you fucking accept.
Where did you go, Dad? I don't accept your bullshit.
Whoa.
Go to sleep. Go back to fucking sleep.
Wow. Forcibly arresting your own mentally ill father.
I'm not gonna let you off that easy, son.
My dear son, relate not thy vision to thy brothers, lest they concoct a plot against thee.
Fuck you, Matt.
Hi.
Hey.
Been a long time for both of them, I'm guessing. Although she did get it on with that replica doll at the convention. Are we getting jealous here? Is she going to be able to detach? Okay, we're just spelling it out. Good for him. So, okay. Yeah, she's detached. Meg's got some time to get there still, clearly.
You okay?
And what did he say to Amy about the dog? Or during the whole bandaging?
I think I might be going crazy.
Well, my friend, you've come to the right place.
So, were you working all night?
I was actually with a friend. I think you'd like her. Can we find time to get together?
That's what she bought. Back issue of National Geographic.
What is this?
Take a look at the frickin' magazine.
Tom?
Oh. He's done. He is done. Where's... Oh no, she's gone into labor.
Christine?
Did she have the baby? Did she just have it there? Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Wow. Everyone's so damaged in this show. Two really cool storylines in this episode. Theoretically, the stuff with Grandpa is the A story, but the whole Tom and Christine and finding out that there are other pregnant women from Wayne's camp, or at least one other, is a huge B storyline. You know, obviously, Tom's faith is shattered. He, I was asking at the beginning of the episode how he can still have faith in Wayne after, not hearing from him for 2 months and then getting such an unsatisfying phone call from him out of the blue about giving up half of your cash and etc. And then by the end, that the faith that he still does have at the beginning is gone. So I don't know. Is he going to reevaluate, or like has he completely given up on Wayne? Obviously, he's chucked the phone. There's no way for them to communicate anymore. We don't know where Wayne is. The last we saw, he was in New York at the time of the convention. So a couple months ago, from the sounds of it, at least based on the number of dates that Kevin and Nora have had. So yeah, man, it's that's a huge storyline, but let's talk about Grandpa. Because here's how, as an audience, we're trained. When a mentally ill person reveals something along these lines in a typical story, it turns out that despite the fact that no one believed them, they were telling the truth. That's the whole point. No one believes me, but it's real. Dad's saying that whoever he talks to, they're real and they want to get Kevin involved, and something about this particular issue of National Geographic is necessary. But more importantly, it's that Kevin has purpose. And normally I would be saying, let's believe Grandpa. Let's believe that there is a greater purpose here, that this is the journey that I've been asking about since the beginning of the show. What's the storyline? Where are we going? What's going to happen? And maybe it's going to happen, but I'm nervous because, we're so desperate for a why. We're so desperate for direction, for purpose in this show, even as the audience, but especially the characters within the show. They're so desperate for hope and direction and guidance and some purpose back in their lives. The biggest thing about 1014 seems to have been that it just it pulled the purpose off out of the world. Everyone's sort of lost because there are no answers. And so we're desperate to cling to anything that might provide answers, including the ravings of a violent, mentally ill senior citizen. And maybe Kevin Sr. is spouting the truth. In fact, odds are he is, because that's a tried and true trope of stories like this. But maybe we're just all too desperate to cling to him, and the fact that Kevin Jr. is not willing, at least in the moment, to accept his father's words is betrayed by the fact that at the very end of the episode, he's reaching for that magazine in the trash. He is willfully accepting his father's message, and you feel like, okay, this is now the path we're going. Now the story has legs and direction and purpose. And haven't we been? The first 7 episodes, I think, really sort of have shown us how desperate we are for that in our lives. And maybe 7 episodes is about as long as you can keep it from people before the bad stuff starts happening. I mean, it's such an interestingly crafted series, and I could see why. If you ask fans of the show about the show, they say season 1 is good, but it gets better in seasons 2 and 3. And maybe it's because now there is more purpose and more direction to the show. But I think that lack of purpose that we've had up to now is entirely intentional and such a slow burn. Like, normally you would have a reveal like that diner conversation at the end of episode 1 or in episode 2 or something. But no, like they took their serious time. Like, don't forget, this is only a 10-episode season. They took some serious time letting us learn about the world, meet these characters, and only once we're really, really, really desperate for intention to hit the show, do they dole out a small little hint of it, which may or may not actually come to fruition. We kind of accept as the audience that it will, because we're accepting a world where 2% of the population, 140 million people, just disappeared. We're accepting that there is some mystery, something supernatural, something about this world that we don't understand. So we're willing to accept the ravings of a madman who says the voices in his head are real and there's a greater plan for you, my son. And yeah, man. Now I'm super excited to see where this goes. I love how damaged everybody is. Everybody's got their flaws. Everybody's questioning their sanity, their purpose, their, who they can trust, who they can love, what the point of it all is. And nobody knows. Nobody knows. So everyone's just clinging to what makes them feel most sane, even if that's an entirely new religion or the belief that the voices in your head are in fact real. I want an Amy episode, guys. Amy fascinates me because since episode 1, there's been this weird dynamic between her and Kevin. And it's not flirty, But Kevin had a dream about her, a quasi-sexual dream about her that turned into a deer hunting dream, or a dog hunting dream, or a cult hunting dream. She speaks to him like Jill is still a child of sorts. She's a smart, put together teenager, but she's still she has this natural father-daughter relationship with her father, obviously. Whereas Amy and Kevin, Amy talks like she offers parenting advice and that sort of thing. So she's putting herself as an adult equal to Kevin, which is confusing. Kevin's not remembering bringing home a dog. He's not remembering getting bit. He's not remembering getting bandaged. I wonder if he made a pass at Amy, or she made a pass at him, or whether they just had a really interesting, intimate conversation. Or maybe I'm reading way too much into this, but I'm very curious about what's going on in Amy's life. What went on in Amy's life 3 years ago. We haven't really expounded upon any of that. And I feel like she's one of the central characters to this show, and we just don't know it yet. You know, we got Matt, we got Nora. I feel like it's time for Amy. But anyway, really fascinating show. I'm super curious. I have no idea what direction it's going in. Presumably, I can't presume. I have no way of presuming anything next. If I was to guess, somehow the birth of this child, Christine's daughter, will make Tommy question and maybe reevaluate this rash decision to, entirely give up on Wayne. But who knows? Who knows? Like, I just can't. I just don't know where things are going. Is Kevin going to take his father's word that there's some crazy next level stuff about to happen? Yeah, man, I just don't know. Stay tuned next week and we can find out together. I'm looking forward to that a lot. That's going to be like, I feel like the energy of the show is just picking up and starting to steamroll and snowball. And knowing Lindelof, I expect nothing less than just a mind-blowing season finale in episode 10. But we're still a few weeks away, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's enjoy the show for what it is. And I am psyched to continue doing this series, guys. Thank you so much for turning me on to it. Until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.